Hi, I'm Gabriel from AICHE, and I am here today to present you the winner of the award, James E. Bailey Award of 2015, and this is Martin Fuseneger that is just here. So hi Martin, I'm really happy that you're here today with us. So I would like to know a little bit more about what you will be talking in your lecture during your award ceremony.
Well, the J. Bailey Award is about celebrating J. Bailey, right?
Yeah.
J. Bailey is famous for having been one of the co-founders of metabolic engineering. So essentially, taking the genes to program whatever cell to achieve, at his time, was bioprocess goals mainly. So I will take people through the story what happened 10 years after Jay passed away and how metabolic engineering has evolved, what we can do today. And today we can not only program single cells, we can program the metabolism of entire animals. Hopefully in the future we can program and treat diseases in humans, and I will bring a few examples on where we're getting closer to treating metabolic diseases using the principles of metabolic engineering established by J. Bailey.
This is great, and you told me recently, you partly answered the question just here, that you were very emotional in receiving this award, right? So I wanted to know what does receiving the J. Bailey Award represent to you?
Well, personally, Jay was my mentor during my postdoc times. He's mainly famous in the US, and he has his biggest footprint here, but as many people do not know, he moved over to Switzerland, to the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, and he grew up a new academic family over there, and I was proud and fortunate to be one of his last group leaders before he passed away. And since 2001 we miss him. We miss him for his friendship, his mentorship, and how he has changed our lives. What was really important is that Jay brought me into academia. When I started the postdoc in medical microbiology, I was eager to go into industry and was sending applications around to the industry. And funny enough, Jay intercepted one and wrote me a very nice letter back to Max Planck, where I started my first postdoc, said, "Will you come over to Switzerland and we talk about group leader opportunities at the ETH in Zurich." And of course, as a Swiss, I came back and talked to Jay, and he convinced me that, he said, if you don't like academia, try it for 5 years, you can always go to the industry. But he convinced me, and I stayed ever since in academia.
This is really nice to hear more insight about the award. Now we know a lot more. I was wondering as well, if there was something that you would like to say to young engineer to influence them and help them in their career, what would that be?
Well, I would again go back to how Jay did it, because that sets an example for an entire generation. And that is, first of all, always have fun in what you do, in your research. Second is, do always something useful. So that's the engineering aspect of it. Solve the pertinent problems of this planet and try to do so. And Jay always gave his people the idea that they are the only ones who can do that, right? So this is also important. And then be always nice and work together as friends. And that is the basis for success.
Good advice. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Frances Arnold was born in 1956 in Pittsburgh, United States. She got her PhD in 1985 at the University of California at Berkeley. She is now active as a professor at California Institute of Technology in Pasadena, also in California. Frances Arnold pioneered directed evolution of enzymes. She used her engineering skills to make this method a most versatile tool for developing biocatalysts for new environments and for new tasks. She has made a strong effort to make this planet a better place. The enzymes she develops can be used to speed up chemical reactions in a sustainable way, making less waste in a cleaner process. We call them fantastic biocatalysts. Now, Frances Arnold, I invite you to the stage to deliver your talk. Thank you.
Good evening, friends and colleagues. I am sincerely grateful for this award. I would like to thank Merck sincerely for their sponsorship of the award. Merck has been a leader and a pioneer in the pharmaceutical industry for over a century, and it is a distinct honor to be associated with this company in this way. I know we are all thankful to Merck and to Barry Buckland in particular for honoring metabolic engineering by creation of this award. Worked in my lab or spend any time there knows that most of the ideas and all of the work comes from my students and research co-workers. To the students and colleagues at Caltech who led the way from earlier studies on gene expression into our first forays into metabolic engineering, to the students, co-workers, colleagues at the ETH in Zurich who helped expand that research into new territory and to kick it up a notch in general. This award is for you. This award comes at a special time for me and takes on a special significance because of this. As many of you know, about 1 year ago, I was diagnosed with metastatic colon cancer. My doctors in Switzerland gave me 3 months to live. My son Sean came to my rescue immediately, found an excellent team of doctors at the University of Southern California,